At Embrace Orthodontics, we straighten and align teeth, and we do so for children or adults. And we have a variety of options so that they can go through this experience feeling empowered as they go through the whole process. It's a warm, comforting environment that speaks to teenagers and adults, so everyone feels comfortable.
There's a cold wind blowing eastward, and it's calling me back home.
Hi everyone, and thanks for watching Season 3 of Places and Spaces.
We bring you stories from the most talented architects, brokers, contractors, and designers from all over Maine.
And if you're wondering what it's like to build, remodel, or invest in communities across the state, we hope to inspire you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's see where today's episode takes us.
Both my grandfathers were carpenters. One was a home builder, and one was more of an artist doing wood reliefs. And as a kid, I'd always enjoyed working around the house and doing odd jobs as well. And I started working very young around town in Portland and really enjoyed construction and design, and it just grew from there.
I'm a Mainer, I'm a mom, and I'm co-owner of Mies Relations, a PR firm in Portland. And when I'm not working, you can find me with my bees, my chickens, my dogs, or my son down on Maggie's farm.
Hi, I'm Rob Barrett, owner of Barrett Made. When I'm not working, I love to spend time with my wife and kids on the lake.
I'm Britt Vitalius. I grew up in Maine, sailing up and down the coast with my family and hiking and skiing in the mountains. I moved away after college, but came back 15 years ago to raise my family here and just enjoy everything Maine has to offer.
My kids are 6 and 7, boy and girl, and we are constantly getting down and dirty. We are riding hoverboards, we are on bikes, we are playing soccer, we are playing board games, and I'm constantly just getting them snacks and snacks and snacks.
I grew up on a little island on the coast of Maine called Eastport. It's a really tight-knit community, a really beautiful little island, and it really taught me the importance of having a really strong, great relationship that I could carry over into my business now.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Places and Spaces. This is the Season 3 finale. Thank you so much for following along this winter and spring as we featured some of Maine's most talented people, interesting places, and special spaces. Today, we will visit Skowhegan Savings Bank's new business center in Bayside, get realtor forecasts for the summer market, and recap the best of this season. We will also give you a tease on what's coming up on this summer's Dock and Dine series, as well as Season 4 of Places and Spaces that starts this September. But first, we are going to check in with Rob Barrett at Barrett Made to see what projects he's been working on since we last caught up with him at Wicked Joe in Topsom.
Hi everyone, it's Rob Barrett from Barrett Made. It's great to be your presenting sponsor on Season 3, Places and Spaces. It was wonderful to show everyone some of our projects we're working on, like Batson River and Bayside here in Portland, Austin Street here in Portland as well, and Wicked Joe Coffee and Leaf in Topsom.
Rob, hi.
Hello.
It's been a great season. I'm really happy that you were able to share so much, and then there's so much more to come. So in the last time I saw you, I was rocking the hairnet and lab coat at Wicked Joe, so it's nice to see you in normal clothes.
Yeah, same, yeah.
And I would love to hear about what you're working on now. And I live in Yarmouth, and I know you have a project going on there.
Yeah, we're working on a large development there in Yarmouth, right on Main Street. It's very exciting because it's an old industrial site, which will be apartments or condos with some commercial storefront on the first floor. And then Railroad Square, which is behind it, will have housing for 55 plus, as well as market rate housing and commercial space as well. So it's a very exciting project to do an urban infill in a town like Yarmouth.
And here, right across the street, you showed us the work you did on Batson River Bayside. Tell us about the Biddeford location.
Yeah, so we're working with Batson River again down in the Lincoln Mill in Biddeford. And what's exciting about this project is we have a brewery there as well. Below the mill on the first floor, there's tunnels and catacombs between the spaces within the mill, back when they used to use the river for electricity and power. And we're actually utilizing one of those tunnels to connect the restaurant and the brewery.
And heading to the west, you have something in Rangeley.
Yeah, we're opening a Western Maine office in Rangeley, Maine. That's going to happen this May. So we're doing work for Saddleback. We're going to start building a mid-mountain lodge. We're also going to work on a staff house for the mountain for Saddleback. And we're doing a small A-frame community up there too, which is really exciting. That's been a lot of fun, and it's getting a lot of interest.
Oh, I love it. And then going south in the Kennebunks?
Yeah, in the Kennebunkport, we're doing a hotel. It's a cottage, kind of longer stay hotel concept. So it'll have 30 cottages on it, as well as a lodge with a pool and restaurant, and very exciting project as well. We did take advantage of the hot real estate market here in Maine, and we sold the house Sydney and I built, and we're in the process of purchasing a house in Portland, the neighborhood I grew up in, and it's a really, really cool home that is somewhat of a time capsule. It was built in the 50s and hasn't been touched since, and it's a great neighborhood, and we're just super excited for us and what that means for us.
Well, we're so excited to see updates on all those. And do you have any advice going into the summer for anyone looking to build and renovate right now?
Well, move to Maine. Maine, we all know Maine is great, and we all love Maine, but there's still tons of land and tons of space to build. It's a great place to live for anyone that doesn't live here already, but it's just a wonderful place to raise a family or to live beyond your family.
That's wonderful. Well, Rob, as always, it's been a pleasure catching up, and we look forward to seeing season 4 together. And barrettmade.com for anyone looking for architecture and construction services. And now we are going to head down to the Kennebunks and check in with Adam Parent about his forecast for the summer market.
Hi, I'm Adam Parent with Mainstream Real Estate Company, and a few months ago, I was able to introduce you to the Kennebunks and what it was like to live like a local. Back then, we had very little inventory and prices were at an all-time high. And honestly, nothing has changed. We're seeing homes in the Kennebunks right around $550,000 and upwards to $1 million in the Kennebunkport market. But if you're looking for a home, maybe not in the Kennebunks, we have great bordering towns from Arundel to Wells that may have the perfect opportunity for you as you're thinking about investing in Maine. Now that we're heading into the summer market, now's the time to be prepared. If you're thinking of buying something, you need to act quickly. With one buyer, there's 15 others looking at the same property. You need a local agent that knows the local market, and that's where I come in. If you've been on the fence about selling and wondering what your home is worth in today's market, check out my website at mainstreamrec.com. It's been great being a part of Places and Spaces and hearing from many of you. I look forward to the summer, and I really hope you all do as well. Take care.
Season 3 of Places and Spaces brought us to some unique and spectacular places around Maine. And now we're going to take a look back at some of our favorite stops.
2 schools were involved in the designing of these murals, one here and one in Iraq. So it creates a connection and communication, and it's wonderful.
We got this piece from the mill and we thought, wow, this would be the perfect fit for this post that we had that was empty.
That's what makes this space so special, is because you can feel the historical nods, and then with the modern pieces you brought in.
Yeah, it was
really
nice to
works.
incorporate from places all around Biddeford.
The views are just spectacular.
What a sliver of heaven,
Yes,
Louise.
sliver.
Wow, you have a great job.
Isn't it gorgeous?
We are at the Boathouse Hotel and Restaurant, and I am going to show you the gondolas and the gingerbread houses. You're going to be outside, but it's warm, and you can enjoy the views and still enjoy Maine.
We're standing here on the hill down to East Bayside, and this area's just exploded.
Bayside kind of had the feel of some of the places, let's say in Brooklyn and Queens back in New York, where something seemed to maybe be going on, seemed to be a spark, but yet everything was raw. So that kind of gave us like a little challenge, I think.
We are at Batson River in Portland. This is an incredible project we just finished. You walk into a small entry and you're met with a large bar, and then off to the right you have a beautiful fireplace. It's a beautiful space, they got great food, great people, and it's a blast to be here.
Hi, my name's John Mullen and I work for the Vitalius Real Estate Group in Portland, and I'm here today to talk to you about the importance of staying focused in today's market as a buyer. Maybe you find a house in the neighborhood you really want to be in, but it doesn't have the garage, or it's not as updated as you want, but you can change that. You can add a garage, you can update it. You can't change the location. Once you're there, you're there. So my advice is find a house where you want to live. And that can be tough in today's market, I get it, but that's why you find an agent who knows that area that's going to be able to help you make that possible. If you're interested in buying real estate in the greater Portland area, you can find all of us at vitalius.com.
As we learned in our Bayside episode, this Portland neighborhood is quickly expanding with some of the city's most vibrant art studios, breweries, restaurants, and small businesses. Joining the community is Skowhegan Savings Bank. We are here to meet the team and learn all about their new business center.
We are at our new office. We are in East Bayside. This is downtown Portland. And as you can see, great murals here all throughout this area, great neighbors. We're thrilled to be here. Our roots are from central Maine, but we're a mutual savings bank, and that's why we want to support the growth of this town. The values that I share are the same values as Skowhegan Savings, and it's really about trying to help a community, trying to help a business owner, not just short-term and transactional, but long-term with a relationship. Look us up at skowhegan.com, and you'll find a full list of our commercial lenders to be able to help you with your needs.
Andrew, thank you so much for welcoming us into this incredible new location.
Well, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, so start telling what's going on here.
Yeah, so we're on site just at our new Portland location. So construction's underway. We're about a month away from being able to take over the office and move the team in. I knew we needed parking. I know we needed good visibility. Up and coming neighborhood, it met a good number of our wants, so it was a great opportunity and we seized it. You know, we wanted to continue to grow the bank, and Portland made the most sense, growing in the economic hub of the state. So for us, this being more a business lending center, office space was critical, so we made sure we put in conference rooms, office space to allow us to continue to grow. And we do have a small teller line, so we can do some retail and consumer transactions and deposits, and for any businesses that need to come in and do deposits. We had a great team that we worked with on the architectural side. I think the toughest thing was going through all the drawings and renderings and kind of narrowing what we wanted the shape to really look like. No real surprises. We kind of took everything down to the studs and looking to kind of build back up and be a part of this community for the next decades to come.
So you're in a very modern neighborhood in Portland.
Yes.
Did you bring any of the Skowhegan roots with you?
So we did. We, through the whole design process, wanted to tie back our roots to Skowhegan. It was important to us. That's where we're headquartered, that's where we're from, and we have a lot of people down this way that like to get up that way, whether it's snowmobiling, whether it's skiing up at Sugarloaf, enjoying all Maine has to offer. So we wanted to make sure it was tied in and we have that presence.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful.
We're doing a soft opening in the spring, hopefully with a grand opening come the fall. So we'll see where COVID is at that point. But we will be open for business hopefully by the start of June at this location.
And when we come back, we are going to be checking in with Britt Vitalius and the Olier team about their summer forecasts and get a few more flashbacks from season 3.
Shopping at Aristotle means that you are part of a larger community of women. Usually your first visit is never your last, and we have customers from all across the country, and they shop with us because of the service that we provide and the connection that we have formed with them. We have a tremendous amount of customer loyalty, something which I am incredibly grateful for. And we always joke here that we're not only going to remember your name, but we're also going to remember your bra size too.
In our house, there's no such thing as an off-season. With hockey in the morning and afternoon soccer practice on the other side of town. With Apple CarPlay to keep the whole family connected and 26 MPG for those last-minute grocery runs. Thank goodness for my favorite child. Discover new possibilities with a Honda and upgrade to a new Pilot. Visit MaineHondaDealers.com.
Even if the volume is off, we get your message across. Media Northeast is Maine's premier video production company with one goal: growing your company through compelling commercials, engaging social media content, and more. Our creative team works to reflect the hard work and dedication you put into your business. We live in a visual world, Let us help you captivate your audience.
At Barrett Made, we do residential construction and commercial construction. Our residential architecture and construction is custom homes. So that means that it's not your cookie cutter house, it's a custom house, so it's designed from start to finish. And we do typically all the carpentry work, sometimes the framing, but all the finish work. Now, on our commercial side, we do everything from small built-ins and some of our past retail clients, our new retail clients, our restaurant clients, downtown Portland. We do a lot of work there, to multi-million-dollar commercial projects from the ground up. So it's a very wide range of services we provide.
I'm Skylar Welch from Main Point Lending. I'm your local mortgage broker located right here in Falmouth, Maine. Interest rates are at a historic low and property values are higher than ever. So what this means is this may be a really great time to refinance your property. Have you been looking to get rid of your PMI or looking to complete a project around your house that you don't have the funds for? Or maybe you're looking to pay off high interest debt or student loan debt. Well, refinancing your property and pulling equity out of that property could be the perfect option for you. I recently refinanced my property and pulled equity out to purchase a 4-unit investment property. That investment property is now making money for me every single month. Please contact me at Main Point Lending so that I can shop a variety of different lenders to find the very best interest rate for you.
The real estate market in Brunswick, Maine, it has low inventory. In a way, the system has shifted of how we do real estate, but it's kind of fun because we have to be creative. We just can't be stagnant. In the past, you used to get a lot of sales done that maybe were done quickly. I knew a house that was going to be sold. We knew an agent that had buyers. We can get it done very fast and the deal's done. But today, it's not worth it. It's not in the best interest of the seller. What's in the best interest of the seller is to hit the open market. And as much as I want to get deals done quickly, it's just to everyone's advantage to let it hit the market. Let's bring in all the competition and we go from there.
Hi everyone and welcome back. We are now going to check in with the Olier team and Britt Vitalius to get their housing forecasts for the Brunswick, Topsom, and Greater Portland markets.
Hi, welcome back to Places and Spaces. I'm Dot with the Olier team at RE/MAX Riverside, Topsom. A few months ago, we gave you an in-depth look at what life is like in the vibrant communities of Brunswick and Topsom, Maine. Today, I'm here with my colleagues, Mike Hamilton and Peter Bettinger, and they're going to recap the market for you, give you an idea of what to expect in the next few months.
Hi everyone, this is Peter Bettinger with the Olier team at RE/MAX Riverside. The last time I saw y'all, we were talking about Brunswick and how the real estate market was going back in January. Today, it's April, and what we're looking at now is more houses on the market. It is definitely still highly competitive for buyers. It's a golden ticket for sellers. In March, we had 31 new listings in Brunswick compared to 14 combined in January and February.
Hi everybody, I'm Mike Hamilton with the Olier team. I don't think I have to tell anybody that real estate over the course of the last year has been a pretty frantic lifestyle to be involved in. Topsom, Sagadahoc County have participated in just rampant growth over the last year, and that's continued unabated as we go into 2021. If you're looking to get into the Topsom Mid-Coast area, we've got a great quality of life. Taxes have been cut twice in 2 years. We've got a brand new state-of-the-art high school that's just been opened. And commercially, things are happening along the commercial corridor, the Topsom Fair Mall, and out the road towards Lewiston. So if you're thinking that the Mid-Coast is of interest to you, what you want to do is get a local agent, somebody that knows the terrain. That would be the Olier team. We'll get it done for you. Give us a call.
Hi, I'm Britt Vitalius. A couple months ago, we talked about how hot the market is here in Maine. Well, needless to say, it's continued. Buyers from all over the country are discovering Maine, whether it's the islands, the lakes, the ski mountains. People are finding the place they want to call home right here in our lovely state of Maine. The market continues to be challenging for buyers. A lot of competition for properties, multiple offers, and a real benefit for sellers. In Greater Portland, we're seeing the same dynamic, a very competitive market. Portland continues to attract people from all over the country and frankly all over the world. Both retirees, families, and young professionals just love the food scene, the proximity to the water, and the easygoing lifestyle and values that all come together here in Portland. If you're looking to buy a home here in Maine, find a broker who knows your area. That's really our theme at Vitalis. We know Greater Portland, and if you're looking in that area, we hope you think to call us. And you can find us online at Vitalis.com. It's really been a great season with you all. We're looking forward to the summer and looking forward to seeing you all next year.
Maine seems to be on everybody's radar. There's a quality of life, a work-life balance that's possible here that they haven't found in other places.
I've seen the community change, but I've also seen it grow. It just seemed on the cusp, and that's what was exciting.
So Stephanie, I found these out in your showroom and they are so beautiful. How did you get the metal to be all this different color?
Well, that is actually a technique called flame painting. You could just get to be one with the piece and just let things flow and see what shows up.
Standing on site, you actually get a 180-degree view up and down the lake, which was really unique to this particular property. There was an interest and a strong connection between interior and exterior space, and feeling like they lived in a space that had a close connection to the outdoors.
Belfast is super special to both my sister and I. I think we sort of grew up coming here, and then over time we both moved here, so it's really become a pretty special place, I think, for both of us.
You know, there's like a big sustainable sort of movement here. You know, we have a great co-op and farming community.
It's historical, it's gorgeous, but it's also a real village-like atmosphere.
Stratton was such a great town to grow up in. I know all small towns are supposed to be super tight, but Stratton's very, very special. Yes, that's why we're dealing with all this and putting money into it and trying to make it better, because the town deserves it. A lot of times in life, people in town have cared for me and done good for me, so I'd like to return it.
You know, I remember Sandy coming in one time and she just starts crying, and there's 7 or 8 of us standing here, and next thing you know, we're all crying. And ultimate goal is to make the client happy, you know, with what we do, and to make their vision a reality, and that's the ultimate goal, I guess, is to do that.
Our goal is to help kids find whatever lights them up in nature, and I'm so grateful that we live in a place that respects it and honors the contact and the relationship with nature. When I'm making a pizza at home, I grow this box with arugula.
Can we plant pizzas? Can we have a pizza garden?
We have a pizza, we do have a pizza garden at Farm to Table Kids.
I want you to have an adult camp, because this just sounds like way too much fun. And before we go, we just want to remind you that even though Places and Spaces will be taking a break for the summer to get ready for season 4, season 2 of Dock and Dine with Katie Shorey will be back. Katie, can you give us a little tease of what's coming up for the summer?
Thanks, Maggie. Hi, everyone. I'm Katie Shorey with Live and Work in Maine, and I'm so excited to be hosting another season of Dock and Dine, coming up right after Maine Life at 7:30 on Saturdays. Last season, we explored so many beautiful places among our Rocky Coast and Lakes regions. From Keyser and Belgrade Lakes to Booth Bay, Surrey, Kennebunk, Pemaquid, and places in between, we had an amazing summer and are gearing up to share some new spots to tie up and explore. So join us all summer long as we dock and dine. And if you have any suggestions, send us a message on Instagram at Dock and Dine Maine. See you soon.
Thanks, Katie. It sounds like there's a great season of Dock and Dine ahead. And thanks to all of you for joining us for season 3 of Places and Spaces. We hope you found some inspiration with the state's best architects, brokers, contractors, and designers. Please keep following along on Instagram at Places and Spaces Maine. And to all of you who call Maine home for a weekend or forever, have a beautiful summer. Thanks so much for being with us, and we'll see you in September.